Ye away a kana juch. Ye dat kwa ye idekak wanig. Ye uski skalnig. Gwash jin kadech tak shu chichen awa. Wujin ye jitudneyi. Bill Ray Center ye do a socken. We hit. We hit ye aya. Uhan. We Tlingit ya at nasquinki. Ka we Tlingit chenach yu chasha atki. We ka Jordan Latchler aya. Desayi. Ausaku adat we kashuk ayi. Kashuk taqayi atu ye ti at. Yewe de toasagu we video game aya wututli yech Tlingit chenach. Yewe adat you to laat da sahatu wati. Aka away we Tlingit chenach yu chasha atki de chet aya kautu shahit hastu yu chatangi. Ye awa ach ayi kute dat. Ye awa sitgasan at chai watu wacha. Sitgasan itach uhan we yis ka yis sha. We kashuk tlaqay kakaya yejit tunei. We yandashani koa. Tlashastu tuwa ashko. Tlaslatinas etina chasuti. Ye awa ya niya awa khwasatin. Wujin yu haskawsha atkin. Ya ayi dat ye jikhane. Ya computer programming ye do asagu at. Adakaya tlash ishko. Ye awa qone qunach atas wushuk. Achawe achtu asagu. Duqeit aya khasa akhi. Ya skalnik aya outlayech. Ye tlekha adat we kingesti qeidach. Hasu ina kawanik kleidihina yo. Ya kuig. Tlekha we ka kan kakit ik atank outlayech. Uke. Dukani aya du tuwasagu. Du ina kawaniki. Gunchi shi yu katangi. Wan kanin sakani yan we kuig tin. Hatu wasagu has ausaku wasatlatsina ya has du yu katangi. Achawe we akatkat se wak akwasadu asaku atkaa we metaphor tina khayati khaa. Yewe de toasagu du ina kawaniki. Kwat yakhyati yu katangi. Kakti usane khaa. Yeya waka. Kwat yakhyati yu katangi. Kash kwat. Ye awe wash akhu ya Tlingit khaya akhji wash kunach ye ya has to walk how which a good dukani ye ya waka goodness cheese ye awe it's the kat ya wan kanins ye ausani heswa saka kwati ya ha yu khatangi ye just kanai aqa yu khatangi gakhit ye wan kanins kwasle shiko atyak wahi heswa saka kwati khatsu akatse wal akwasa atune ya akh yadi kha tagawu aya khasle to ashko tatayi wugut hashukwa yadi ush kiki aya uhan du yi atkakh shwilsa shwitul khayq aka awaidu ina kawanik ucha shkalnik Dewa takawu aya. Kandu tu yeyati. Kende awe. Du khus aka ginde awat sech. Ja, khat awat sech. Ja. Ach daat sie kach aya ka kanach khat wulchun. Kan dein aya. Ye ach tuwasaku ye yach wakayi. Shekhat itzechek. Aqa. Ye yach waka. Shekhat istechek. Ya ach yedi achina kawanik. I'm not fishing you. Aka atwatu washuqada. Tlwasa oti yohan. Tlwasa oti. Ya chagakaku has the ayi da daktuasaku yisatini. Wash shukwayata. SHI has to G dachawe. Ya what's up do a saku. Yisatina ga yohan. We ichti de yaku.
Tlal ushka.
Pick me.
Yisatina ga. Okay.
Walter Babe Williams awe.
Yeah, awa. We it's at nachka. He was a good Tlingit Oral
Oh.
Lit.
Ḥusteeyí kat Ḥusteeyí wakak.
She nachka agays Yisaku.
Gwash Alex Andrews. I'm not sure.
Kag.
Tlal huga.
Sihwa.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, awa.
Sihwa. Okay.
Sheesh. JP Fawcett. Hast du Ach?
Sorry to miss Rigger and you too, Lance.
Ja, dat was ja goud. Je hebt ook een hout, dus ik kon nog. Ski. Kijk uit de zoesko. Dat gezag hier. Zo kijk hoe het toch echt hoor. Ja, hoe je aan je flut. Hoe je wat. Dat ik geen gaf. Dat weet uit zo.
Dat je koeken, je gaat het.
Gaat de kina zakken zien we.
Oh.
Het kan zak. Je dacht kan niet. Kon na. Ja, ik ga in gezeten. Oh, dat zak stuk niet. Ḳusteeyí nu tlen. Aan de zakko in gewassen zitten. Ja, akada ik de oude uit. Ik. Je weet wat zak stukken. Dat geef qua. Ja, dat zie je weet wat zak. Ja, wordt het. Nee.
Ḳusteeyí.
Oh, ja, gewoon naar Ḳusteeyí. Hoe stil is het? Hena nou, in kan haskanan ik. Kijk de saai te goedwege. Nani je. Wat ik is hier, je zit hier has achter koe. Wie kan niet goed gezegd hier. Daar zeg ik achter de kou in je dat zou je, het is ook goedwege.
Dat zou je. Wat sneeuw ka.
Ka saai ga jou zitten. Ha saai. Ja, Uhana, du is kon dat was ook kijk wat zou ka komen. Ja, kom die ja goed. Ja, nog daar gaan die ja, dat goed ja. Ja, dat zou. Je was ook je zien, je dat zou het gaat een taxicon, je dat was ook ko.
Taxicon.
Taxicon. Katkawa daar. Je dat het zien dat je het kleed in je staan hier. Ik kan hier nog wat Talk naar dat.
Ja, ja, zat ka. He was a ku wasatu asakwe. Stutter Tlingit Ginach. One conins Kelkadin Kone Aya. Kone Kawajuk Aya de Yukatangi. Ye awe one conins watu ach. Aka ye yawaka. Ya one conins su ya Kelkadin Aya. Khwasa ach de Yukatangi. Kelkadin Sachwa ach de Yukatangi. qa yasatk qanakh yasatk ya Gequya de hai tin qoa Daat you out you has outla atkin we gudachsa yabdut daqaya we hanach sati ye away yak at yata chishugu atu ye ti gwali to sakui satini yi ide kakwanik guhsa
Xusteeyí
Dasa
Céadla di Ish Ţucaineach City.
gonna cheese clean yak Ka yata tu Yisatinge Aka
That's Xusteeyín.
we Google Drive a kach Yadu SHI Yadu Chishugu Gwashye Gwashye da Jaguta Echosaku Gwash MC-1 Yedu Sak Gwashki Tua Gesaku Yisatini Ka Jaguta Tsukutsati Yag Yak Johan Gonna cheese. So what else? Was there another one I wanted to show you guys? Oh yeah. And this one. There's nothing on. Oh, maybe I stopped. So we'll go back to the beginning. Puchain Aya Weka Francatalio Yedu Sak Tleit Kak Inach Kelchne Kakakatlat Kak Jaktin Kak Uch Ka Hasdu Tla du Ish Puchain De Laguna Aya du Eitcha Kaushachit Yik Aya du Yuchatangi Chag Kahu Awekonach
Xusteeyí Khayutis Yutisayo to cox the Yasin get on the Kakoya to Yutis. Get you to kill what's got. Kalneek to how so it is.
That you do it, can get talk
Awe Yak at the Kayaki Yutis Koa. The cutting and the college, the go the head. Yakis, the Jinako Howard, you Crisco Craig, you to sock you this. Tlingit sock, you Crisco Craig. Our yat the Kaya tea, our to take a chick, catch it our sword. To tap Ḳusteeyí Kaya Ḳusteeyí to go Khoya and a sketch the cutter and get on the corner go Ḳusteeyí you this you to check who head like his a could head call you cow. You catch out of say you secret to check good. Catch a ho. A cow. Yeah, okay. You to talk. One is who's Xusteeyí to get a tail, go Khoya and a sketch. Atanaga Tasia Ḳusteeyí Kaya a Kajak Teo and a sketch to talk. I take a catch. To Kayakawat Jack, so you to talk to take the head your Christ. Teo Jack to shout to what Ḳusteeyí to shout Xusteeyí ye called the neke. You to sit it there, Kaktuska. A Jawat Tatsu Jack, to shout so. To Koyak.
Yewe Achtuasaku Yisatini Ka Hu away Sayi Achi Get Yesu a daat yejitunei khatqa li ya do yukatangi. Kechne in ka kahuan ish ka shakshani ya tachunach yak Wichaguta skalnik tsati kalchwa achas dich edach dis ayu yewuti yokisku kek. Ye awa a data ya you skautlanik ya yeil ka yeil kudziti ye awa ya iti sandik ye ide kakwaha ya ha ide aya kakkinik wesh kalnik tsate kwal yukatangi tsate dat. Ye awa kwal itch ya hatu unago yesaya yedu asakwe kuk ka we yel kukutsu. Ye awa ha huji at ada yejitunei. Ye awa achtu asagu ya kwal nich yana gut yel yedu asak we kuk. Hechasa kuko dukuji yanade we tatsu ak sa awe. Has du shukwa kuku aya kechne ka khwayinak dukuji yanade yedu asak. Ye awa kwash wait atsu chishugu sai akate gachtu sa. Helkaden khosaku klidzi aya ya klay hanakhaswu ati hastu yejinei ach aya watuati one qalins just ishandin aya yejitunei ka hutsu ka khwanish ye awa klay hanakhugudi awa Kalkaden ye jachwane Tlingit Oral Yewe khosaku Yuhansu yisaku ya one qanin studenuk we qatuniku ye awe wujin qoa kwal kalkadeni tawasaku yeji nei yeji yesaya yejitune yewe achtawasaku ya wujin qonakhawe hayejini aqawe yekakhtutlaq ye awe jaguta uqatina khayati we yanwat yes ka adatki ka tokani ye awe shiatehin khukhuaq tawasaku Xusteeyí Tlingit qinach aqa yeqati wan qalins helwasa uti qakadunik ya hastu khukhu Tsagwad hoots, dasa iatin helwasa uti. Achtuasakutsu, Tlingit Tani dachaya, which ahuta kukwe adatki. Hasujiyas, ka Hawaii, yaktsu, gwal, kalshat kiatsku, kalshat dekwatsku, kisani, kashaksani. Hasujiyas aya, has outliyech. Wasatin so has Kakawanik we Harry Potter. Harry Potter has to jiwu a little Hawaii. Ya Hawaiian yu katangitin. Ka gosh Navajo has to jiwu with Star Wars, ka Finding Nemo. Olelo Hawaii has to jiwu with Kayawdahai, Moana. Ya has to yu katangitin. Yewe achtuwasaku uhansu. Ya kuk ka kwash Kayawdahai. Yewe achtuwasaku. Yak uhan. Yidat koa. Kwash de yu katangi daat. Kwash kastagenach wujin gachtu tu. Aqa de yu katangi daat yu gachtu saati. Tlingit qinach kadlait qinach. Awasa yituwasaku. Yewe achtuwasaku. Yisaku wasa yak aya de yu katangi. We Seidayaa. Yak ega. Katawusike jiwu. Okay. So I just want to show you guys a few things to get us started today. Just there's so many recordings out there to look at and to work on, to figure out what they're saying, especially if they're in Tlingit. And so as we start to lean towards the end of the semester and summer starts to come and those other things, I really like to just think about things we can start working on. So we've got summer projects and just other projects. I know everybody's busy, but just things to keep yourself in the language and to try and just be finishers. You know, I think the Tlingit language really needs finishers, and it's really hard to take a project to completion. But we just got to get more things on the shelves, more things out there. But I do want to sort of close the chapter of Seidayaa by looking through some of her life story. And I thought we'd just read it one sentence at a time and then just see if there's anything we want to talk about. There's some really amazing stuff in here. We're just going to keep talking about how to do these different time references. We were talking about that in intermediate Tlingit last night with a bunch of different, they're doing some dialogues. And so in their dialogue exercises, inevitably people want to figure out how to say some stuff like, is it going to be long? How long will it be? It was a long time. It wasn't long. The days are getting longer, I think, as someone brought that one up. And then it just kind of launched into these other discussions about stuff. There's a book of stories that's going to be coming out pretty soon. We've got 2.5 stories left to translate, and the whole thing needs to be kind of edited. I know we were kind of having a dialogue about how to edit stuff, but that's going to be coming out sometime soon. So anyways, let's just, we'll read a sentence, and then if there's something that you spot in there, let's talk about it. And then, oh, I see there's a comment. Oh, Ksheesh, Kakwach, like A. Ksheesh.
It's like, what do you call that?
Rhubarb?
Yeah, Indian rhubarb. Or it's actually sourdough.
Oh, Ksheesh, A. Yeah, wow. How? And then you guys got presentations Monday. So that's what we're going to do on Mondays. We'll do your presentations. So make sure you're ready for that.
Can I ask a question? On the Seidayaa, I couldn't find this document.
Oh, I don't think I put this one up yet.
Oh, okay. I was trying to do homework ahead of time.
Sorry, I didn't even give you any homework. So I figured we'd keep it kind of low key since you guys are doing your presentations. But I'll make sure I'll put the ones that I have up. There's a couple that are unfinished, but I think this one is done. So, yeah. Okay. Who wants to read? Let's just go in the room first. It's only 3.
Kszteeyí Telegraph Creek Dach Owe Yeti.
Okay. So, Kszteeyí Telegraph Creek Dach Owe Yeti. So Tian, that's Yeti is what that looks like in a lot of cases, or Wuti. Tian would be like he was from there. And so to look at these, when these decessive things are used, especially if we're talking about someone who passed away, like Jukatin would say, Ach ish yi, and that's how I remember her saying it. And so there's just different things that speakers do to mark when somebody's gone, right? And they're talking about their family. And it's just something to just keep in mind.
How did she say ish? What does that mean?
The ha is probably just her getting started. Like in certain contexts, it could mean sort of like, it's probably sort of like a how, that type of thing. She's just kind of getting started thinking about it, talking about it. I wouldn't probably actually, because there's another version of it that goes like, ha, and that's more like you're surprised or something. And if you listen to Frank Italio, he goes, he, or he'll go, ha, ha. There's all these little things that the old speakers did, and it's something where we'll have to, I'm sure I've got a recording of her somewhere. So I'll see if I can pull that up while we're still talking. Shucks, okay. Well, I know they've got recordings of her at YNLC, and I've got some somewhere, but let me see if I can find them. This is probably her.
Indiana University, Archives of Traditional Music.
Try this one.
Awakayo atkiyak atate atshitin awakayo atkinyo atashida khutsiti washkali qjusiku. Awyana nakha awachuwe wakaw katutana waka Uslikaw, yo awakaw to kwasikat huya ni kwasa wayanda kaktus ni wahit wahut aqeda shata hutuwatlige. Aye awash yatakina khinata ea kayana nakha ahut. Awach atlakawe atayo stulli atkuanach shet atlakase kutuwa acht. Achawa qatu khayqa
So I've got a couple of recordings of her that I'll put into our class folder. You can find them at the Alaska Native Language Archives. Let me show you how to sort of just do that. Let's go. So if you type Alaska Native Language Archives into a search engine, uaf.edu/ANLA, and under here we're just going to type Nyman. And so if there's a disk here, that means you can download it. So there is lots of stuff in here. If that was something you guys wanted to work on some more, and it also does show you some information. So here's animals. Here's Antonia Jack. Funeral potlatches, and so here's one on like the Tahltan War. So what you do is if you right-click on the file, you should be able to click Save As, and then you can save it somewhere, and then you can download these. And so if you click on it, it should it gives you a opportunity to do it that way too. So now it's downloading, and then we'll open it when it's done, and we'll see. And so, and also, so it says SHI audio recording with Elizabeth Nyman speaking Tlingit, labeled Tahltan War, 33 minutes in length. And this is amazing. Ḳusteeyí listened to so many recordings and just told them what was on it. So there's some history, hunting, food preparation. Tlingit parties were carried out in the past, overview of inland Tlingit place names. Then you go open this thing up.
Wana nisawe yana sutul hasa utua telio awe yatul ana khas achiyu tasot hatte ana khasaya u unna yu awe hastu sakun achawat le yu tu sawe ka katut e kunna te ye تيودو أشا تلوي وت أسك شو أقوى تلاس I never been there you know we Chesley do soccer تقوى.
So, you know, and then there's other recordings that are there as well. So there's more than Mrs. Nyman. So you can also go back here and you could do, you could type Tlingit and then see what comes up. There'll be a bunch of stuff come up. And so, again, if there's a disc, that doesn't mean audio. It just means it's something that you can download. So it might be audio, it might be a PDF of something. So here's a Harriman expedition. EAC, but the contents are actually a Tlingit recording. So these are probably super old, and we'll just see what it sounds like. Then we'll go back to Mrs. Nyman. This is something you can do to just build your collection of things. And so these are, there's been a lot of work done by the Alaska Native Language Archive to make this stuff digitized and accessible. It used to take a long time. I think there used to be like some little robot that would grab a tape and put it into a recorder or something. Yeah, that's what somebody told me. Maybe they were just messing around.
Indiana University, George Bird Grinnell.
It's pretty harsh with those little clicks in there, but it definitely sounds like Tlingit. So, anyways, back to Mrs. Lyman. Can someone read the second sentence? Oh, and to the period. Okay. Pretty straightforward. She says yetki, which is kind of interesting. Okay. So her father is Kach Adi. There were a lot of them who went up there to during migration periods, which is really interesting. When the Taku opens up, there's a lot of people going back and forth. Okay. Oh. Anybody online want to read a sentence? And if you got anything, just point it out.
Akhlaq away and yedi shah. Aruk to seek away yeti and akhlaq. Kudagan you do sorghum.
Okay. And those of you wait dakhaku yewa wutusatin kwat zeosh aya akaushahit yen yedi yata yakhua. But I don't hear it like that. So I'm not sure if anybody has. I guess that would be young yedi. So it has that in there. But someone was asking me about that the other day. Akhlaq away and yedisha aguk to seek away yetian akhtla kudagan you dusagan. So again, these decessive verbs, dusagan, tian. So you see it's going to just a straight sort of decessive verb like that. You're seeing the classifier going minus. So yati, it goes to the zero classifier, tian. So used to say somewhere, Shqagwek echatian. I used to live in Skagway, right? Dasadat isha cake. Okay. Anything else? Dasa? Okay. Oh, good.
Line 7.
Yeah, 7 through 10, I think.
Duka ye khadnati awa you a dudich wasak shewe tian wash cheyegewe Ḳusteeyí, Tlingit.
Sheesh.
Kalneek?
Asa?
So in that very first part, Ţuqsteeyí khatnati away you are. So while she was pregnant with me, so it's on her, eh?
Yeah. So, like, I remember the first time I was trying to tell somebody, like, we were going to have a baby, or someone was going to have a baby, I can't remember, and I was trying to say, like, I was trying to figure out how to say it, and I was saying, like, aya cake, it's going to grow inside of her or something, but there's several ways to say, to talk about being pregnant, and one of the common ways is ka'a, it's sitting on her, ka'a, and so then you see duka, and so in this case you would say duka yechat wuti, or duka yechat, I was on her, and so we end up with the ka part on there, and then you can also say Ţuqsteeyí kakwa'u, or I think it's ye kakwa'u. And so like the ye na'u verb, which is to wear or to use, then you have yadi or Ţuqsteeyí before it. That's another way to talk about being pregnant. Ṭuqsteeyí khatnati. And the nati part is pretty interesting because there's a few different ways to say like while this thing was happening, and you'll see like these kind of ni endings, and other times you'll see like these nukni type of endings, and then this is another way that it can do that. And there's just some different things where the conjugation prefix is going to pop up, and it's just it's an interesting way to see how it's all being put together.
I have a sentence that Plato had. It was quite similar for being pregnant. It's about another Akutla. So it goes like this: she was sick because she was pregnant. So it goes Akutla Atlen Wunik Achawe Ashkayeti.
Yeah, Ashkayeti, because she was pregnant, right? So yeah, so Dukayeti would be she's pregnant, or Dukatka'a, she's pregnant. And so those are two ways you could say it. I'm sure that there's a few versions in the Raven book, and we can just see if there's other speakers that come up with other ways to say it. Pull that up real quick. So I'll just search for, let's see, sometimes it's too long. It's really, what? No, hold on.
I think Jenna Ak was saying, Tlingit do cut yet for her pregnancy was difficult.
Yeah.
I find my notes. Kaka thought said something a little bit different.
Oh, really?
I think it's in a different notebook.
Yeah, so duka is usually a part of it, and then it seems like there's a couple different ways you can use that verb. Like just a yeyati type of verb, or kat'a, to sit on someone. Duka yewuti, she was pregnant. Asi chaya kat yet a. So kat yet a, there's another way. Dukach yet a. Kate ukane a kat hayati. Ye a wish to denuknich. That's how we feel when we're pregnant. I think that one doesn't have a Tlingit version. So yeah, so we've got this ka or cut, and then yet cut or yati.
Will you say that whole phrase again? Where she was sick.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So it was akutla atlen unik atjawe ashkayeti.
Okay. There's just some, dudik wasak shawetian. And that's just really, it's really interesting the way that some things are just sort of talked around. Wasak shewe. And we were talking about these like kshe and giwe and guash and sakshiwe and how all these little pieces can combine se to just sort of signal doubt or uncertainty in Tlingit. And Zeush was talking to Yechtuch Tla about this. If you start stacking them up, so guash and giwe pushes this verb negative, right? So kudzati is, or kudzati would be born, but kuwasti, that's the negative version of it. You say kesh kuwasti, guashcha ye giwe, but it's not a negative version. It's just when you start stacking up some of those doubt particles that it sort of just tends to push it. And guash is sort of leaning more towards maybe, but maybe not. And giwe is what we see, just sort of like maybe. Gua is another one that you'll see. And just seeing how speakers use those. And sometimes they have fun with them, and sometimes they'll just put them out there because they're just kind of speculating. And then wutlechich is for bones to break. Okay, you can. Itcha, kook.
Awe dachadushu disk khatnasti awe Xusteeyí tlet yan kachlage achdisi. I was wondering there why it is nasti. I kind of expect wusit khatwusiti or something, but
Yeah, so we see it's doing the same thing as this nati and nasti. So those are two different verbs, but they're pretty similar, right? So like siti and yati. But then we're seeing that when she's using them this way, nasti and nati, when it was this, then I'm putting it into this very specific time, which is it's pretty interesting to see, because you could say, say, from the time I was 7 years old. So you could say, dachadushu taq chatwusati yidach. But then if you say, when I was 7 years old, it's looking like dachadushu taq chatnasti. And then you just launch into something else, and then you're planting it right into that time. And it's pretty interesting, and I have to probably talk to some folks and see how that's actually working and how we might use it with other sort of verbs. But yeah, it's fascinating. And then Xusteeyí, I was born. Keshyan yakauchlake achdisi, to talk about being premature, right? And so to say the baby was premature, or she or he, keshyan yakauchlake dudisi. So tlage.
In the little notes that Jeffrey wrote, he said that I didn't complete the number of my months.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Hey, that's amazing. It's a pretty long verb, because we've got yun to completion, and then ya, ka, shla, ge. And so this is probably to be large, right? Do you think? And then this is ka, conjugation that's contracting the in there. And probably the aerialis. Let's go see if we can find it. Yeah, oops. Wheels, there we go. So we're looking for ya, ka, sha, ge. Tsike, ashike, ikugenk. Yakuge, like an amount. So it's probably that from yakuge. So what the Irialis is doing in here is you have ya, ka, u, and then you're going to have a zero classifier, zero group, and ge. So this is to be of like a of an amount, right? And so it's always tricky because you could say yekuge, and it could mean it's that big, and yekuge could also mean it's that many. And so this ka right here, this is the comparative one. And so we know that because it pairs with the Irialis. And that's why you'd say yekuge and yekusegeng. That little W in there is because it's not actually, it's a comparative thing. So you could say it was big, which would be yage or wuge. But it was this big, yekuge. So that's what the ka is doing in there. So kech yan yekauchlege. And then we also have an L classifier, which is pretty interesting.
Kalneek, I don't know if this related, but Nation Story, they have, oh, sorry.
Oh, good.
I've got the wrong verb here.
Oh, okay. Yagage, yeah, kayage. Maybe it's. Anyways.
Oh, no, I'm at the wrong verb. I was thinking kachlege is prominent, especially in appearance or conspicuous, attracting attention, but it's a totally different verb.
Oh yeah, with the kay, yeah. Yeah, it's probably, you know, so here we've got αχkushage, large enough space. So typically the L classifier is usually when you're going to a living thing. So shage is for some living thing to be big, and yage is for some inanimate thing to be big. Okay, yage, let me get rid of that. But you know, and so like reading through this, we get, you know, it's a very hard life that she's talking about, but it gives us just some incredible like language stuff that we can start trying out and figuring out how to use. Like in particular, if you wanted to start using this nasti and nati, we can try them out with speakers too, and maybe, because these are some things that we might want to learn how to do. Say, oh, when I was a fisherman, we used to do this thing, right? And so maybe this is, because we're seeing this nati and nasti paired with these perfectives and also these decessive types of verbs. Okay. Okay. Someone want to read this next one?
Ga owe Tlingit disk ख़ुsteeyí owe Tlingit na.
Sheesh. So we see that Nesti being like she's just really setting this up, like, and that's why I think this is such a valuable piece, because it's her autobiography, and you didn't really get that very much in a lot of the recordings. So then she says, when I was 1 month, away na, my mom died. So there's that nasti again. Huh. Okay. Unless anybody's got anything else, let's keep going. Anybody not read yet?
Khatage.
Ah.
Nana away you, my Uncle Billy Williams, Tlikat Clay Chieftain, Clay Wooch, Khe Nach Wudua Art.
Okay. Cheesh. So, nana that's the noun for death. Nana awe. And then, so she's saying after she died, but it's just really like, she died, her death or just death. And then the cut kle chieftain. Kle, and this is wuch nach, which is pretty interesting because there's usually wuch kanach or like to gather, wudua'at. So we've seen similar versions of this. Let's see. If we go down to the at verb, wush kanach, and then wush chut. And then we see this chenach, which is interesting because I would want to say that as chenach, but it's not. It's chenach, which is interesting. But these are very similar, like to gather, to meet. Kanach is usually how I say it, because when I first asked Nora for this one, that's the one that she said. And I don't know if there's probably not a difference between these, but, and then whoosh and wooch. It's always interesting. I've been corrected before, but it just seems like they're kind of interchangeable, but maybe not. Maybe there's a preference there. Okay. Let's keep it going.
Aga awe, wuch chadus, wasawe gachtusni, we takwanedi.
Sheesh. Okay, so there's also these W's that pop up sometimes. Like if you listen to Frank Italio, you could probably put a bunch more W's in there, right? It sounds like he says yuqiskuqweq. And it's just something really interesting. I remember there was a guy who, he used to work at Costco, and he was one of the guys that would check your Costco card. And somebody said, he speaks Tlingit. I was like, what? So I went to Costco the next time, and he was looking at my card. And then I just thought about it for a long time. Then I said, Tlingit kech achch. And he said, Chayegu gwink. And so he was a really big guy. But that gwink, so sometimes there's these W's pop up in these certain places. And so this is takwaneyi. So when we see her, how she likes to say that, tukaneyi could be the other way that it's said. Wuch chadewus, people were asking each other. That's a really cool way that's put together. Wasawe gachtusni, what's going to happen? What are people, and it's really that fourth person, the way that it works, people were asking what's going to happen with this baby. But it's a fourth person, and it's not like what's going to happen to it. It's like, what are people going to do with this baby? And it's interesting. Again, if you think of things, just say it. Otherwise, we'll keep going. I think everybody read, right? Hawa nachtusnit sawe we achwu yachku sawe yeyawaka dutla tayich anachtuti. So this wa nachtusnit sawe. There's some really interesting things going on. So there's this other kind of verb form. Let me just try and put some generals in here. So basically what you do is the qa turns on, and then you have the verb, and then the letter T pops up, right? So the way that this works is you would take a version of the verb, and so you could say, I came here to do something. What would I say? He went to the top so he could see it, right? So you could say, Gooch Shakit Uwakut, and then you would say, Aqastinit. So this is satin, to see. So ausatin, that probably wants to have that in there. Ausatinit, maybe. Oops, I lost it. And so, but the speaker is like, I've got better examples out there, but basically it's saying, did this verb so that this other verb could happen, right? I came here to chew bubble gum, right? Hatchakut, katak, yeah. And so often if the T is going to go onto an ending that's already a consonant, you're going to get the letter I. That peg vowel will be the opposite of the vowel before it. But this is something that I think is what you're seeing here. So when you put that together, you know, nachdusnit. So somebody could do something. That's how you would translate that part. But when you put the wasa around it, I think that's how you get, because there was nothing else they could do, or, you know, for lack of anything else to do, is how they're translating this. Wa nachdusnit sawe. Which, there's a bunch of different ways you could look at that. Because nobody knew what to do. Right? Because nobody made any suggestions. So that something could happen, my father-in-law said, Tlingit. So there's under her, anachduti.
There's something else going on there because it doesn't have the word for breast. So maybe that's just something that's a cultural thing that's talked about.
Yeah, that could be. That could be. Because you have the qa there, and then you have na conjugation, so to be put, so, you know, qanati is what you would be looking at a command form, but qanakhduti, qatayikh anakhduti. That's a hortative version of this verb, which you would have like qanati, which is probably to bring it to her mouth, right? And so yeah, it's probably, there's some stuff going on. It's a pretty hardcore thing, right? To say, just let that baby get smothered under her mom. And also to sort of tell your own story and say, yeah, that's what they said about me when I was a baby. That's really hard stuff.
And it was her future father-in-law.
Yes, yeah. Which is, well, that's pretty tough. That's pretty, you know. I talked to Ḳusteeyí, Bill Fawcett, about this, and he said his father was, well, he told me his father was Tashoni, and his mother was Tlukach Adi from Tlqut, and his father died when he was really young. Then his mother remarried Tsikhwa, J.B. Fawcett, and then shortly after that, his mother died. And he just said it was a hard life because he said Tlinkits were not nice to orphans, which is just, it's an interesting sort of thing about Tlingit people, right? Everybody's got stuff. Every group of people's got stuff, right? Like I remember someone told me one time, they said, Tlingits didn't have orphans. Everybody took care of the kids. And I was like, I've heard a couple narratives, you know. Maybe now we're good at it, but that's certainly something that we have evidence of because, you know, but luckily, you know, the grandma steps up and says something, so. Yeah, so aqa away to tlatin, tatki. That's probably tatki, 2 day. So, you know, gahtuti, she'll be put into the earth, right? Tatki tu de gahtuti. So it's kind of heavy stuff here at the beginning. And, you know, as she goes through her life, there is a bunch of stuff here, right, to talk about her life and what she lived through. And as she's such an amazing speaker, and as she's such an amazing individual who contributed hours and hours and hours of recorded Tlingit, we could do more books on Seidayaa. And when you listen to her voice, it's so interesting because Mary Anderson sounds exactly like her. You know, I mean, it's her daughter, so it does make sense. Anyways, we're running out of time. So we're going to do your guys' presentations. We'll start them on Monday. We'll see how many we get through on Monday. Then we'll have Wednesday. I think we should do some more Seidayaa stuff. But then we'll start leaning towards Atu Naguyis and the Raven stories. And we'll see kind of what you guys want to do as well. Ikeke? Oh, sheesh.
I've been looking for the Elizabeth Nyman's death date. I can't seem to find it.
Huh. Okay. I'll see if I could find that. Anybody out there know?
I need to know that for the beginning of my story with Seidayaa, Mary Anderson.
Okay. Okay, I'll see if I can find it.
I'll just leave it blank if you don't run across it.
Okay, I'll look for it. Okay, if anybody out there knows, let us know. Sheesh. And, Cook.
Sheesh. I was reading a bit of the history of the Taku Yanyedi in this book, The Legacy of the Taku River Tlingit Clan. And I just think this whole book is just so amazing, you know. And on page 23, she tells Weha that he is exalted because of his name. Where is it now? Yayanyedi Yakik Isati Dikik Awe Yaiati Isai Tlaknach Ashatin. I just thought that was so amazing to say to anybody, you know. It's really beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, so much good stuff is in here. And in the notes and in the, you know, Weha, right? So yeah, she says, you're really up high. Yeah, just amazing, amazing stuff. And this one is, yeah, another wonderful story about the history of the Taku Yanyidi. It's a wonderful text. And a similar theme to all of these is we really just kind of scratch the surface in here and we try to speak Tlingit about it, and it's a lot of fun. I'm really happy to do that with you guys. Okay. Okay. Cheese, Kształtustén, Tlingit. Just send me a message if you guys need any help with anything. Which way?
Buenos cheese.
Buenos cheese.
Okay.